Cardi B just won her $24 million trial, and it looks like Cardi's as ruthless in the court as she is on the stage. The trial might have ended, but the memes are here to stay. Cardi's comebacks through the trial had even the judge turning his head. And today we're going to look at 10 of the best moments.
And we're following some breaking news out of LA County tonight. The jury in Cardi B's civil assault trial has reached a verdict, finding her not liable of assault and battery against a security guard in 2018. The deliberations taking less than an hour. The rapper there in court as each juror was asked if their decision was unanimous, and you can see the relief on her face. Take a look.
Was it unanimous, juror number 1?
Yes.
Number 2?
Yes.
Number 3?
Yes.
Number 4?
Yes.
Number 5?
Yes.
Number 6?
Yes.
Number 7?
Yes.
Number 8?
Yes.
Number 9?
Yes.
Number 10?
Yes.
11?
Yes.
And 12?
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your time and dedication to this case.
On February 24th, 2018, Cardi was visiting her OB/GYN when one of the security guards at the medical facility, Imani Ellis, started filming her. Cardi, 4 months pregnant at the time, asked Imani to stop filming, and this is where things got crazy. Allegedly, Imani started getting aggressive with Cardi and walked up to her telling her that she was going to do whatever she wanted. Imani alleges that Cardi started shouting and even spit on her at one point, telling the court that Cardi said she was going to rip her face off.
She was like, "F you, you fat ass bitch. That's why I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm gonna get you fired. This, that. That's why you do security. Ah, that's why you do security. Ah." She was sticking her tongue out. She was flailing her arms up and down. She was jumping up and down. Body shaming me. I mean, racial slurs, just a lot.
And did she spit on you?
She did.
Did her spit actually land on your body?
It did.
Cardi was 4 months pregnant at the time of this alleged altercation, and she wanted to protect her privacy. What kind of person records a person going to a doctor and harasses them like this? This was a pregnant woman defending her right to privacy, and Imani sued her for that.
Cardi B's going viral for her testimony, arguing she did not touch a security guard who's suing her for assault allegations. The security guard claims Cardi B cut her face with a fingernail and spat on her. She says it happened outside an obstetrician's office during the rapper's not yet public first pregnancy. Cardi B says she was 4 months pregnant with her first child in 2018, visiting a doctor's office that closed on a Saturday for her privacy. And she says that security guard for the building followed her to her appointment and appeared to be filming her. And Cardi B testified she was worried about her privacy and safety.
Cardi, are you happy to finally be telling your side of the story? Cardi B returns to a Los Angeles court to face this former security guard who's suing, claiming the singer cut her left cheek with a 3-inch fingernail and violently struck her in the head, face, and body. Cardi B claims that you were following her and you recorded her and she didn't touch you. What do you have to say? The singer, who's known for her elaborate long nails, is accused of clawing at the security guard Imani Ellis's face when Cardi was pregnant with her first child in 2018. But Cardi testified today she didn't harm the security guard.
I was pregnant. I couldn't protect myself, even if I wanted to. She's like twice my size.
While Imani was fighting for her life at the trial, Cardi was pulling up daily with some of the best wigs you've ever seen. Even the judge complimented her wigs. Cardi knew she was innocent, and she came with receipts. Cardi had something Imani could never beat: witnesses. Both the doctor and the hospital receptionist took her side during the trial.
Imani Ellis knew that you were pregnant when you walked out of that elevator.
No, I didn't know. But she knows that I'm a patient. When you're a patient to go see a medical anything, you shouldn't even try to fight nobody. You don't know what disability they have.
Okay. Now let me ask you this question. When you say you were disabled, were you disabled in your upper extremities, your arms? Were your arms disabled? The reason I'm asking is I want to make it very clear for everybody that your arms can go up and down, and they could go up and down now, and they could go up and down on that day as well. You agree to this?
Objection. Argument.
According to Imani, Cardi body shamed her and used racial slurs, but no one at the hospital heard her do it. Imani was twice the size of Cardi and threatened physical assault. Now she's trying to sue Cardi for standing up for herself? Even during the trial, Imani's lawyer was constantly shouting at Cardi and had to be told off multiple times.
You used the F word during that fight, didn't you?
Yes.
What other words did you use? Tell us in your own words what you said.
I said, on my face. Why are you in my face? Why are you recording me? Ain't you supposed to be security?
Tell it to her now. Go ahead.
Huh?
Say it again. Say it.
Objection, Your Honor.
You want me to say it to her
I want
face?
you to tell it to her face what you said on that day so she can hear it for
The
herself
objection
again.
is sustained.
And, Your Honor, do we have civility in the
Yeah.
courthouse?
Why don't we just take the temperature down a little bit? If you have factual questions to ask her, please do so. It's not the time to argue with her.
What were the words that you used when you got off the elevator to this security guard who's no longer security guard at this time?
Objection to argumentative and also covered yesterday.
It's been covered several times, so it's asked and answered. The objection sustained.
Relevance.
Overruled.
And again, I would ask that counsel lower his voice. This isn't.
So, Your Honor, I was told yesterday that my voice was too low by others, so that's why it's a little bit higher today, so that everybody can hear what I could say, as well as the witness.
I think there's a difference between volume and tone. I think the volume is fine, the tone is a little bit argumentative.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. I apologize for that. I will try to do my best to tone it down. So,
During the altercation, Imani was being aggressive and Cardi felt concerned for her safety. She thought Imani was going to beat her, and as someone who was carrying their first baby at the time, she was right to be concerned. This wasn't just a tense moment. It was a situation that could have put both her and her child at risk.
now, when you had the chest-to-chest contact, at that moment, were you angry?
I was mostly nervous.
Were you angry?
Yes, I was angry.
How angry were you?
Depends on the level of angry, to be
Right.
honest with you.
Let's talk about the levels. I'm going to go from a scale of 1 to 10. On the scale of 1 to 10, what was the level of your anger when you were chest to chest with this person?
Objection.
On the date of the incident.
Sorry. Objection taken ambiguous.
You were at a high level of anger when you were chest to chest with her, correct?
Objection argumentative.
Overruled.
I don't think I was like on a high level of angry. I was more on a high level of concern. Very concerned.
And why were you concerned?
Because I'm pregnant and this girl's about to beat my. Hello?
Hello. Hello, I'm here. So, when she was going to beat you, like you just testified, what did she do to have you believe that she was going to beat you? What did she do?
She was on my face, chest to chest, and while we arguing, she's backing me. So we practically arguing, and I'm backing, and she's like walking forward.
Imani's lawyers were clearly running out of options. They didn't have any witnesses, and when they presented pictures of alleged scars on Emines's face, the story completely fell apart. There were practically no scars on Imani Ellis's face, and her claim that she spent $16,000 on plastic surgery wasn't making any sense.
After seeing them pictures of Imani's scar, she needs to sue her doctor, and then we need to sue her for wasting our time, because this should not have even went to trial. Y'all, this is day 2 of Cardi B's assault and battery trial. Now, they have the plastic surgeon that did the work on Imani on the stand. Now, he needs to be sued because he is saying that it was this deep cut on her face and that it was like 2 or 3 marks on there, which lets him know that it came from a fingernail because the one in the middle was a little bit deeper, which means the middle finger. Listen, this is the picture. I just know you f***ing lying. That is the picture of the scar. I don't see nothing but hyperpigmentation, which could have came from her weight. And that's not me being funny. They said that she was diagnosed with being obese. So that could have came from that. Y'all, she was in 2 car accidents before going to this plastic surgeon. She is saying that she went to another plastic surgeon at first who told her that it might take at least a year for the full scar to build up so they can do the work on her, but that plastic surgeon has died. The stories are all over the place. Like, I don't just take up for celebrities. I'm gonna call it out. If you right, you right. If you wrong, you wrong, and I'm gonna stand on it. However, this feels like a money grab.
I hope the jurors in Cardi B's trial got their eyes checked. I hope they all have perfect vision. Because in order to assess the evidence of the plaintiff's alleged injuries, they're gonna need it. Plaintiff Imani Ellis was working as a security guard when she claims that Cardi B assaulted her. She says that Cardi B yelled at her, called her terrible names, and scratched her face with her long fingernails. Now, I want to show you the photo of her alleged facial injury, and if you wear glasses like me, you'll want to put them on right now. So let's take a look at this together. The woman's cheek injury that supposedly required over $17,000 worth of plastic surgery to fix. Do you see this? The only thing that I see when I look at this photo is why Cardi B went to trial. Good for her. You know, my friends, she is wealthy and she could have made this go away if she wanted to, but she didn't settle. And when looking at this exhibit, I can see why.
Probably the funniest part of the trial was when Imani's lawyer asked Cardi B if Imani was fat, and Cardi replied, "Just look at her. It's not body shaming if it's true." This was just another desperate attempt by Imani's lawyer to make Cardi look bad, but it backfired completely since the jury agreed with Cardi.
You said she's bigger than you, is that correct?
Absolutely.
How do you know that?
I mean, look.
I'm looking, I don't agree with that. What is your basis? Are you saying she's physically bigger, she's taller?
I mean, you have her medical records, right?
I don't have anything. I want to ask you the question.
I mean, I was 130 pounds at that time.
So she's overweight, right? In your opinion?
Objection, relevant.
She's a little...
You don't need to answer me.
Okay. Did you make fun of her that she was overweight when you were there in the hallway?
I don't think so.
Did you call her fat?
No, I was calling her a bitch.
Bitch?
Yes.
It made you angry.
No one was taking Imani's lawyer seriously. The courtroom wasn't buying it, and even Cardi seemed barely fazed. It was clear who was in control of the room. At one point during the trial, Cardi even fell asleep. That was how confident she was in her victory. She didn't care about any of Ellis's lies.
That actually saw it. So it really comes down to one thing. Just to give you a little bit of background about Miss Ellis. Went on to become a security guard. But you testified that Tiara Malcolm at some point was in between the two of you.
Yes.
You got a hamburger bun with a hamburger?
Yeah.
She was the hamburger, and the two of you were the buns, correct?
Yeah.
All right. How did the hamburger get inside the bun?
I'm not sure if I gave her space or one of us gave her space. She wasn't like really like in. She was just like, "What are you guys doing? What is this?" And then she just got in the middle because she just was like going crazy. I don't know where she just turned up like.
And you just testified now that Imani Ellis was yelling that you hit her, right?
Yes.
She was saying that.
Cardi brought her security guard with her to the appointment, but she didn't let him accompany her to the actual doctor's office. Cardi is entitled to her privacy, and Imani violated that privacy when she recorded Cardi at one of her most vulnerable moments. This was about respecting boundaries and basic human decency.
He was my security guard. Yes.
Did you have more than one?
It depends, but he was just my main one, yes, at the time.
Did he go up with you to the medical appointment?
No, I didn't want him to know that I was going to an OBGYN. So.
You didn't want your security guard to know that?
No.
Why?
Well, first, I didn't want people to know that I was pregnant. Second, I was a little like, I don't want a guy that I work with to know I'm going to a vagina doctor.
Did Did you trust your security guard?
In certain ways, yes. In certain ways, no. I don't know. Sometimes you just really don't trust everybody in your business. You don't want everybody in your business.
Even Imani's doctor couldn't save her. Imani claimed that her mental health was worsened by the event, and she suffers from post-traumatic stress disorder as a result of the alleged assault. Imani's psychologist, however, said that Imani was lying for money. The doctor pointed out that any time a psychiatrist is doing an evaluation in a legal context where financial gain is at stake, it's always a consideration that money might be the motive.
You would function at a very low level. You wouldn't be able to maintain reasonable family relationships. You wouldn't be able to hold a job. You wouldn't be able to function in major life activities. And again, you would require psychiatric hospitalization and antipsychotic medication.
Did you diagnose Ms. Ellis with any psychiatric conditions?
No. Again, since I equate, for a case like this, emotional injury with have you developed one or more psychiatric disorders as a result of your allegations of the incident with Cardi B. I have no diagnoses for her because she has sustained no emotional injury. Again, in accordance with the published, generally accepted guidelines of the American Psychiatric Association in our diagnostic manual, whenever there is a psychiatrist or psychologist is doing an evaluation in a legal context where financial gain or some other type of secondary gain is at stake, you always have to consider and rule out the risk of intentional manipulation for financial gain. And in that context, in this case, Ms. Ellis has demonstrated a significant pattern of inconsistencies and other symptom validity issues. For example, in my audio-recorded examination, again, there's an audio-recorded record, she told me, with the exception of a couple sessions of family therapy when she was 12 because her sister had been sexually assaulted by a neighbor, she could not recall a single trauma in her entire life growing up. Couldn't remember a single one in response to my detailed questioning. Whereas, for example, in her deposition, she reported that she was a victim growing up of domestic violence in the home, gang violence, other violence. Schoolmates were shot and killed. She was physically mugged in high school. Her car was broken into several times. None of those were reported to me. So those represent an important mismatch in a legal case where an individual potentially tries to make everything about the incident that can be compensable in a lawsuit. Another example along the same lines is in my audio recorded exam, she told me that all of her emotional problems from the day of the incident, in this case, February 2018 to present, have been entirely due to what happened with Cardi B and absolutely nothing else. And she couldn't identify any other stressors in recent years that could be relevant.
At one point, Imani's lawyer even tried to bring race into the equation, calling Cardi racist. Keep in mind that both Cardi and Imani are black, which made the claim not only baseless, but also completely ridiculous in the eyes of everyone in the courtroom.
Was there spitting?
Absolutely not.
Did you spit on Miss Ellis?
No.
Did you call her the N-word?
No.
What is your background? Are you Hispanic, white, something else?
Okay.
My background?
Yes.
Well,
What's the objection?
Of relevance. Yeah.
Assisting.
Would you consider yourself African American?
I consider myself Afro-Caribbean.
Ma'am, we need to give your attorney a second to object. What's your objection?
Relevance, yeah.
Assisting.
Even as the trial was ending, Cardi decided she was going out with a bang. As she was walking out of the courthouse, a disrespectful paparazzo approached her with an invasive question about her pregnancy and rumored paternity issues. Cardi didn't hold back and threw a pen at the reporter, telling him to mind his own business.
What's the verdict? Hey, Cardi, you're beautiful.
Thank you.
Cardi, insiders are claiming that Offset is publicly bragging about getting you pregnant for the 4th time. Do you foresee any paternity issues with Stephon Diggs?
Stop disrespecting me. Don't disrespect me.
I got
How you feeling?
Cardi, your court look is amazing. You're amazing, Cardi. I still love you even though you just threw some stuff at me.
I don't care. You're disrespectful. Don't do that. Do you see women asking those type of questions to me? Do you see women asking those questions to me?
It's legit.
Why do you feel as a man you get to ask me those type of questions? Act like you have some manners. And your mama taught you, respect women.
Yeah. All right, go ahead, bro.
Can somebody hand me my markers? Right behind this book.
That's right. It's New York
Thank
all
you.
day.
I appreciate it.
I still love you, Cardi.
Cardi B threw a pen at a disrespectful reporter asking her about her pregnancy outside of her trial. We all have to say, Cardi B doesn't care where she is at. You are never going to disrespect her. And I absolutely love this because she didn't care that she was walking outside of the courthouse and trial isn't even over yet. And honestly, if I was Cardi B, I would throw a pen at this reporter too, because he was downright disgusting, saying that there was inside sources telling him that Offset was bragging about getting her pregnant with her 4th child, even though no such rumors have even hit the media at all. But it got even worse when they said, is there going to be a problem with DNA with Stefan Diggs? Honestly, I was shocked that a reporter would even ask this question in that much of a disgusting way until I rewatched the video and found out it's actually a YouTuber that I've heard of before that's asking Cardi this question. One thing about Cardi B, it doesn't matter where she's at or what she's doing, she's always going to be herself. And one thing you're not going to do is be disrespectful.
Cardi had a grim warning for anyone thinking of coming after her like Ellis. If you think she's going to sit back and let you sue her, you're dead wrong. Cardi said she's going to countersue anyone that files frivolous lawsuits against her, and she's not playing around. Cardi later said in a tweet that she missed the start of her kids' school, and she doesn't take this lightly.
Okay. So first thing first, I want to thank my lawyers. I want to thank the jurors. I want to thank the judge, and I want to thank the respectful press. I really, really appreciate that. And I want to thank everybody at home supporting me. I know you guys having a little key with the moment, but to be honest with you, I have missed my kids' first day of school today. I missed my kids' last week of school yesterday because of this. And I'm not even playing around. I will, even if I'm in my deathbed, I swear to God, I will say it in my deathbed. I did not touch that woman. I did not touch that girl. I didn't lay my hands on that girl. And with that being said, this time around, I'm gonna be nice. The next person to try to do a frivolous lawsuit against me, I'm going to countersue. And I'm gonna make you pay. Because this is not okay. I think people have like this misinterpretations of celebrities, like it's like, oh, well, we can ask for this and they're gonna settle. You don't work at home and you don't work all day and you don't work for your money to give out your money. So don't ever think that I'm just gonna give you my money that I work hard for. I don't lay in bed all day. I work all day and I work hard for my money, for my kids and for people I take care of. So don't you ever think that you're gonna sue me and I'm just gonna settle and just give me my money. It's not gonna happen. I do also want fans at home though not to find their social media, her family's social media, her social media, and bother her. I hope that this is something that I leave behind, that she leave behind. Don't go bother her. Don't be talking about her. Don't be talking about how she looks. Don't call her no nasty names. Let's just put this behind, but I'm giving a warning. I am not that celeb that you're gonna sue and you think it's gonna settle. I'm not gonna settle, especially when I'm super, completely innocent. I know I got a little reputation, but I swear to God I'm innocent. I swear to God, like this, like I'm really innocent for real. And I just wanna say thank you, everybody.
Imani Elise has announced that she plans to appeal the decision, but I think we all know how that's going to end for her. Cardi came into that courtroom confident and prepared. Imani can sue her 1,000 times and not win a penny.
My position is the same. She and battered me, and I don't want her to get away with it. I don't want it to be overlooked. Seeing a little bit of what she did to one of the reporters out here, she launched something at him, and it's just unacceptable. And like I said, I don't want it to get overlooked. I don't want it to be something that is brushed under the rug. What she did to me was real, never about the money, but more importantly, it's about the accountability.
Well,
My statement is, obviously, you never know what a jury's going to do. You could try a case in different courts with different juries, and you'll have 10 different outcomes. You just never really know what a jury's going to do. We did our best to present the facts that we needed to present to the jury, and we obviously have a right to appeal, and our intention is to appeal.
You're going to appeal.
How do you feel about
Yes.
how the defendant conducted herself in court?
I thought it was totally unprofessional. I think it showed volume to her character, the type of person that she is. A lot of her body language, her body gestures, her facial expressions, her disrespect for the court, I think speaks to who she is. I think we saw how I conducted myself during this trial, and I think that speaks volume.
Sir, could you say and spell your first name and last name?
Sure. My name is Ron Rosenjohn-Faza. I'm the attorney for the plaintiff. I've had this case for a number of years. I did take it over from another lawyer, and we put it together as best we could with what we had to work with. I disagree with the verdict. As you know, you can see from Cardi B, she has a history of doing these things. Even today in the courthouse, right in where I'm standing in this area, she threw something at one of you. And I think that's just, very poor judgment on her part to go ahead and do something like that. Here in the courthouse, this is a court. You don't do this. It's wrong. And she really, made a fool of herself, in my opinion.
With a unanimous verdict, what is the basis for an appeal? Would it be a factual error, something that the judge did wrong? What would the basis be for an appeal?
Well, there's many different things that occurred. I can't really get into the details now. That would be for the appellate attorney that I work with, who's going to be handling that with me, and we will decide how we're going to handle it.
Cardi proved once again that she's as fearless in court as she is on stage. Whether you love her music or just admire her bold personality, one thing's clear: Cardi B doesn't back down. If you loved seeing Cardi B's courtroom drama unfold, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our wild celebrity trial moments.